Welcome back to another episode of FC Mobile Season 18 Major Mode. We are going to get into our first matches of the season. And as you guys can see, only 2 days has passed, but we have been busy. We played, let me check, I think it's 80. It is, just to be sure, yeah, 80 matches. So, in case you thought we just weren't doing anything in Manager Mode, no, like I always say, we always play off camera. We always try to figure out what tactics work best for you. And so far, it's been interesting, I guess you could say, is the best way to say it. But there's only really, there's two tactics I'll point out today that I felt like were the strongest, and then we're going to show you the tactics that we're working out with today. So, once again, we're still offensively. We're nearly done with passing too, so hopefully that gets done pretty quick, and then we can move on. I mean, at the rate we're moving at, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of opportunity to get to build up pretty soon. But for passing, here are, at least for what we found last time out. So here are two that were decently successful. Now, the one thing I will say about both of these, they didn't 100% pass the test fast. In fact, only one of them barely passed the test. And what I mean by that is we only did one thing that was good. I judged it based off three things: points, winning percentage, and goal difference, right? So I'm going to show you this one, which ironically enough got me 31 points, 45% win rate of 45%, but it did get a goal difference of -6. Now, ironically, this one only had 26 points, a winning percent of 30, so both of those to me are not good enough. But the goal difference was 4, and the reason why I bring this one up, because we scored 39 goals in 20 matches with this. So we were basically almost averaging 2 goals, which, if you think about that, 2 goals per match is pretty insane for a tactic like this. And what that kind of highlights to me is that maybe this could work with a better defense. So that's something, we might keep in the back of our minds. We probably won't select it because it doesn't pass most of the tests anyways, but we're not going to rule it out. We're going to keep it on there, but in terms of what we go with outside this, it probably won't be that. But if you guys want to try out different defensive tactics with this, try them out, because you never know what you're going to find, because this could potentially lead to a massive tactic. It could be a cheat code, but I don't know. But the tactics we are going to be using is this. I believe it was. Yeah, it was this tactic. Yeah, so passing 2, cross tendency 3, shooting tendency 1, and my goodness, it's been interesting. Manager mode, as we get into our first game, has been very interesting in terms of the one thing I've noticed is that we are scoring a lot more goals. And there's a lot more goals being scored in manager mode, which I kind of feel like is the opposite effect on head-to-head, where it's head-to-head's like 1 to 2 goals. If you score 2 goals, you're probably gonna win the match, right? You're not gonna get into those high-scoring affairs. Where I feel like now in manager mode, we're starting to see a lot more high affairs. Because I remember during my first 20 matches, I think we had like a 5-3 match. And we ended up losing it, but 5-3s. Scorelines that were very rare. I feel like a 3-0, 3-0, 4-2 kind of scoreline have been a lot of our scorelines. We've been able to score quite a lot of goals. And the one thing I will say, I don't know about head-to-head, because I keep forgetting to do it. Also because the way I play kind of suits me anyway, so I don't really feel the need to change it. However, I've seen a lot of people with the gameplay. I've seen a lot, even just in general, from manager mode. I've actually seen this quite a lot, and that's another goal for Zico there. 18 goals on the season for him. But the one thing I was going to say, crossing could actually be back in this game. And it's not going to be that like meta cheat code, but I do think while they did improve through balls, I think crossing might have also got a little bit better. I'm not saying it's unstoppable, but I am starting to notice especially in manager mode too, a lot more crosses tend to be goals, and kind of like that. What I mean, it's like a lot of the time the attackers are winning the crosses, and the reason why I say that is during our last run of games, I actually noticed. I think it was Butragino, however you say his name, the wonderful striker who, don't get me wrong, is a very good striker. But in terms of height, he's typically not going to win a header. Well, he dunked on both Maicon and Desali. And if you know anything about that card, it's a in terms of his height, it's pretty short. So it's not necessarily the best card. But, I mean, Henry, hopefully that took a deflection. It did, and it will be a corner. But, yeah, that's one thing I will say. Crossings, I'm not going to say it's a cheat sheet code. That's got to be a penalty. I mean, how much more contact do you need for a penalty? Interesting enough, but yeah. That was my one takeaway that I've started to notice that crossing might be back. So, if you guys want to try it, not just in manager mode and head-to-head as well, give it a try, because I've noticed the striker, especially their positioning on it, has kind of been pretty, I wouldn't say OP, but it's been pretty good in terms of strikers are able to position themselves in a lot better than defensive players are for those headers. And you can kind of see it as that volley is saved by Kobo. Great save there. And it's their corner. And once again, I mean, you look at the headers. I know they don't score from it, but they seem to always favor the attacker. Like in that situation, I feel like the defender should have won it, but again, surprisingly that we don't. Nah, that's a great ball if he plays it, which he does. Releases Chanukoglu. Can we do something with it? That's a great ball for Pirlo. What a assist. What a goal for Pirlo. His 20th goal of the season, by the way. Yeah. We're going to talk about Pirlo in a minute because he scored this goal, but that assist is crazy, by the way. And that's kind of what I mean by that crossing. Those little chip balls, I've noticed, have worked out a lot in manager mode. I don't know if it's going to be the same in head-to-head, but I'm noticing it a lot more in manager mode, that those little chip passes, they're starting to develop a taste for them. But here we go again. It's Henry. We're leading 2-0. Zico. Henry. Can we get that third? Henry now. Looking for blood. Can't get his way out of trouble. Then, interesting there. But good interception. Chanukoglu brings it forward. Can he play the pass? Takes too long to play it, though. Desali, good tackle. And, by the way, the tackling has been so buff, by the way. It's starting at LP, but here's Henry now. Henry, this is the pace I'm talking about. And that's another goal for Henry. It's his 26th goal this season. It's 3-0. And this is kind of what I mean by high-scoring affairs. Manager mode, as we know it, kind of used to be 1-1, 2-1. You know, we're making people rage quit. But you didn't used to see these 3-0 used to be a really hard scoreline to get. But now you're starting to see it a lot more. So, hey, I don't know. I'm not saying it's necessarily always going to be a high-scoring affair, but I'm noticing a lot more high-scoring matches. Because, I mean, 3 goals, and to be honest, all 3, I think we had 3 different goal scorers. Yeah, Pirlo, Henry, I can't remember. I think Chanukoglu was another one. Can't remember. Zico. Yeah, it was Zico who did score the opener. And yeah, look at that. I mean, are we really going to play? I mean, Zico with the goal and assist, a man of the match performance for him. But I'll tell you what, I mean, 3-0, it's a great opening performance there for us with these new tactics. See if we can get a better one here. I mean, and that team was, I can't remember what the overall was, but I don't think it was terrible. But here we go. Now we're going up against a little bit lower overall team, so maybe we can get the same result. I doubt it. But who knows? Because, I mean, they're a little bit higher than us. I'm trying to see how, but interesting. Got a couple of interesting players, but overall, they do have a pretty good squad, so let's see if we can match up with them here. We're at home again, and my goodness. Pirlo dancing on the ball too much. Does win a free kick, but trying to keep ourselves out of positions like that. Here we go now. That cross won by the defender that time. That's a great interception, but we don't win the ball still. Valverde, that's a long ball. Pirlo is going to have to race Hullet for it. Defensively, what a job by Pirlo there. Chasing back and winning that. That's what we'd like to see from our signing. Great flick on there. Now Rodri can't get past the solid. And yeah, like I said, tackling in this game. If you time the tackle right, you're 100% winning the tackle. There's no more of that tackle. The attacker keeps the ball. It's you either make the tackle or you miss the tackle. It's very high risk now. So in head-to-head, it's probably better that you don't actually tackle, because if you miss, like, you're guaranteed to give up a goal. But oh man, yeah, it'll be interesting. But here they go now. Ribery just going through the defense there. Moika wins that header, but it's not cleared, and it's Isak 1-0. Not what we wanted to see there. I mean, just no one really getting the ball out. Chanukoglu late to that one. Mascherano late to that as well. And it's a good finish from Isak, who, to be fair, is the man in form, not just in this game, but in real life as well. I think he scored in his last 7 games. He's been a monster. Oh, man. Newcastle starting to build some momentum here. Unlike us, who can't find any momentum here. Now, here they go, playing through our defense. Now, this is where things can get ugly really fast. Maicon, good challenge there, but that's the one thing I've noticed is it's been, like, defenders are a lot more easier to beat. And that's another ball. That should be 2-0. If I'm being honest, if Isak is a little bit better heading, it's 2-0 and the game might be out of hand. But see, maybe in the second half we can wake up and get that comeback. Here we go now. Zico intercepts. This is a good chance, but that pass there. If he went with that lofted pass like we've seen before, maybe that results in a better... I mean, right now, things are just not going our way, but Pirlo finds Jota, the man on a mission. Here's the captain now, crossing to the box. There. It is cleared eventually. But we get it back again. We go again now. Starting to build up some momentum here. Maicon. Pirlo comes back to win it. That pass from Pirlo just not getting there. Valverde plays it forward, and there's no one really there. This is a dangerous decision. It's another, I mean, just too easy for them on the counter. I was gonna say, these tactics kind of prefer you to be on the counter than in real life. But 2-0. Yeah, it's one of those, yeah. We can put this head. Thought we were gonna get momentum. And then 2-0. Sucks to suck. Now, can we foul? Oh my goodness, Rodri. Terrible giveaway. Dembele makes a mad miss. Dembele for 3. This is getting ridiculous. Oh boy. 3-0. Let's say this game was high scoring, and you win by a lot and you lose by a lot. And even with this defense, I mean, getting just torn up today. Not a good look for us. So We won 3-0, we lose 3-0. Not the greatest. So, it seems like this is going to be a high risk, high reward tactics right now because 2 matches, one we scored 3, the second match we scored none, but we did concede 3, so not the greatest display here. Rodri just displacing that pass, and the counterattack is on yet again. Hopefully they run out of time because I'm not looking to see them score 4th. They keep on charging, nearly a 4th there. Kobo has to make a save, we're tired. I think we're over this game. Kobo should just catch that. Don't know why he doesn't. Is that another corner? Oh my goodness. One thing with my team I kind of need to fix is the height issue. Is we don't really have too many players. We have some good headers of the ball, but we don't have tall players, and I think we need that in this game. But 3-0, pretty embarrassing performance straight up. I think Isak had 2, just not the performance we needed. Not even a single shot attempted. That tells you what you need to know. But there you have it. That's going to be it for that episode. Interesting one there. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.